Gio. Let's go Andrew here in the front.
Andrew Jones starting on 24/7. Jordan said that the offense just found out you're going to start Monday night. When did you find out, and how that conversation go?
Kind of just found out too. Just preparing every day. We were all preparing. Max was preparing, Bryce was preparing, Tori was preparing. We all, we're just competing as a team, as a unit, just trying to, put ourselves in the best situation. And I guess it all kind of worked out for me, but I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
You obviously, as a follow-up, you obviously came here with the intent on winning the job and starting. So what kind of personal satisfaction is it for you to have achieved that part at this point so far?
It feels nice, to earn it, finally get announced, of course. That was the opportunity I got, that came about, and that's what I came here for, of course. But kind of feels good as to call my dad, after getting announced, just tell him, we got one part going, now it's time to, go win some games.
Let's go to Brendan here.
Hey, Gio, Brendan Marks, Athletic. Congratulations. Just to follow up on that, you said, you just sort of find out too. Did Coach Belichick, did he pull you aside one-on-one first? And just overall, do you take any significance in sort of being the first starting quarterback for Bill Belichick era in college?
Of course, I'm super thankful for the opportunity. Coach told me a little bit before, but nothing too crazy before. Just kind of told me, I look good during the fall camp, and told me that I'm going to take the reins of the offense, and just thankful for the opportunity. And, kind of, again, talking to my dad, was like, man, I'm going to be Coach Belichick's first starting quarterback in college. It's a great opportunity.
Let's go to Pat in the back here.
Yeah, Gio, George was just saying they call you Magic Johnson. Explain us a little bit of the story behind that nickname.
Well, the story was we were training, and I did a no-look throw or something random, and ever since then it kind of stuck. I don't know why we went with Magic, but I guess it's a cool reference.
We're going to go to Noah here.
Noah Weiskopf, Target 24/7. Coaches tend to downplay the impact of national attention, but I feel like you guys live it every day. How do you manage your emotions going into a game with so much anticipation on Monday?
Just gotta take it one day at a time. Right now, of course we're worried about TCU now. This is the game week, but just taking it day by day. Going through install, watching film, and just getting ready for the week.
We'll go right next one to Grant.
Hey, Grant Sastry of Tor Hills on SI. Last year, I actually covered LSU, and you were the starting quarterback for South Alabama. How did that trip to Baton Rouge prepare you for this season, going up against teams that have bigger stadiums, but then also what did you learn about yourself in that environment?
In that environment, I just learned, just being a competitor, be myself. That's what got me here. And LSU is a great team to compete against. Game didn't really go our way, of course, you saw that, but just the opportunity to play there and just play against great talent and feeling like I belong there, it was a good opportunity.
Let's go to Michael here.
Gio, Michael Coe, WCHL, JumpRow.com. Obviously, there's a lot coming into this game. Nick Saban and ESPN are going to be there prime time. You guys are the only game on Monday night. When you're walking around campus, do you feel the buzz? Do you feel the anticipation sort of going into this game?
I don't really pay attention to the buzz. When I walk around campus, I got some headphones on, listen to music. So I just really make sure I'm being good in academics when I'm on campus. So I'm not really paying attention to any of that.
We're going to go to Dave here.
Gio, what excites you about what this offense could be?
I think we have a chance to be one of the best offenses in the country, of course. Of course, we still got to, day by day, stack days and keep getting better. But I do think we have a really explosive offense and we have an opportunity to be really good.
We're going to go to Jeremiah here.
Yeah, Gio, obviously with the Labor Day start and everything like that, you kind of mentioned some of the outside things. What are you guys doing in particular to kind of simulate a game-like environment, if that makes sense? Like obviously you have your on-field prep that you're doing, but are you guys shifting things around? Like what are you guys kind of doing to simulate a game-like environment?
We had some scrimmages in the stadium during fall camp, and then we just had some game-day simulations. Just going through what halftime will look like, what the start of the game will look like. Going into the fourth quarter, those things. So of course for me, it was exciting just to see that. I haven't played in that stadium or nothing, but Coach Belichick's done a great job, prepared for it.
Got time for two more. We're going to go to Riken here.
Riken Fuller, Cardinal 24/7. You obviously made the decision to transfer here. How does it feel for that process to pay off after a couple months of hard work, and now your first game in Carolina Blue, you're going to be starting in front of a sellout crowd at Keeneland Stadium?
It feels amazing. Just the opportunity as a whole. I always thank coaches. My coach Applewhite back at South. He made me. He was probably my football mentor. Really helped me, get to where I'm at today, and I'm always thankful for him. And this opportunity I have now to be in North Carolina and play for the greatest coach of all time is a great opportunity.
And last one right here.
Hi, Joe. Brian Devon from Ontario. Can you talk about kind of your expectations for yourself going into this first game and what South needs to do to be successful against TCU?
Just not have negative plays and compete. If we do our job, we should, put ourselves in a good opportunity to win the game. For me, me. I just want to win games. I don't care if I have 500 yards or I have 5 yards. If we win the game, that's all that matters to me.
Perfect. Good stuff, Gio. Appreciate it.
Thank you.